One of the most endearing images at Mannat NX this evening was when I entered to meet Shah Rukh Khan. His staff, his ground staff, was clicking photographs, and there was absolute excitement. Shah Rukh, that really explains what this win actually means to all of you, isn't it?
Yeah, winning is always nice. I think everyone joins up, and if it's something that you work for very hard, and I think Gautam and his team and everyone at KKR for 5 years has been working. Me the least actually, but I'm trying to take the credit away from everyone. I told Karuna quietly steal the trophy and bring it home for a couple of days. I was just asking when this has to be sent back. So I've juiced the love of having won the IPL, and now it needs to go to the people that rightly deserve to actually enjoy that is Gautam and the players and Venki and Jay and everyone. So yeah, I think everyone is very excited when we used to go for the matches. Everyone at home, all the people who work with me here, they used to break the nariyal, they used to puja, they used to put tika, they used to give me dahi, khatta dahi or something, and my aunts used to send duas and taweez and tabarruk. So yeah, everyone Joe used to go to the Ma Kali temple. So a lot of prayers, a lot of love to achieve something. And strangely, all of us were the ones who were doing no playing, So I think everybody's just happy that Allah Miya has listened to the duas that have gone into it, so they're very happy.
Now, do you remember, if I were to actually ask Shah Rukh, do you remember how many times have you got yourself clicked with the trophy? Roughly.
Personally, I would have not liked to do it even once, because once you have it, then
it's yours.
Yeah, it's there. But my favorite one is that I got up in the morning after, at night I came and it came in the plane. I didn't know it was here, but in the morning I got up and my son and daughter hadn't seen it. So I just lay down on the bed and we curled up like that and hugged and got a picture click. Yeah, so I have it on my phone, but that was the most favorite picture that I took.
And Shah Rukh, 5 years of intense media glare, 5 years of intense hard work and intense soul searching for the KKR team, to change, to actually manage to create a winning combination. What does this win really mean to you at the end of it all?
See, actually it means, at the end of it all, it was never about me. This is not what I do. It was about the players. It's about Gautam and Yusuf and Jack and everyone. There's a lot of staff which works for this, very attached, and they do the physical labor also, apart from the emotional ups and downs they go. I was very happy for them, like I would be happy for my kids. And that's what it means to me, that all my children, all the youngsters who play there, including my biological children, I believe that, somewhere, the sense of achievement of having done this over the years, how like a proud father. So I feel that I feel like a very proud father today. Yeah, that's how it feels. I think Joey feels the same and Jeff feels the same. And Gautam, of course, feels like, I'm sure, like a proud elder brother.
IPL has been also ridden with maximum controversies. It's been also labelled as the Indian Problem League. Winning trophy in this particular tournament, does it add any more value to the win?
No, I think all that is said about IPL, from first year onwards, that's been said. And with all due respect to everyone who's said things, I think they don't know their facts. I think they just want to speak because here is a wave which is going really high, and if you say only good things about it, you're one of the many. If you say different things about it and negative things about it, then you are one of the few who can challenge the beauty of a tournament like this. If you see it in the context of sports, not just in the context of that is privately owned, you can ask this question and answer it. If it wasn't to be done like this, how would it be done? If it wasn't to begin like this, why it hasn't been begun in any other different way for years? If it hasn't made the sport popular on television and on the in the stadium and on the roads, why hasn't it happened before? There's a boy called Bisla. There's a boy called Mandeep. There's a boy called Riddhiman Saha. There's a boy called Paul Vilthati. There's a boy called Ajinkya Rahane. Why didn't you talk about them before? And the fact is, they come to the forefront, they come on a big stage, which inshallah they will go and feel more when they play for tests, when they play for the international one days. So this is an amazing, amazing feeding ground for preparing youngsters. I wish something like this was available in acting. It's like a television show where you say, find the star, like you have the singing television show, and suddenly you find this young boy or girl who comes from the back of beyond and is a great singer and becomes a star. That opportunity wasn't there. Why don't we question that music show like that? Why don't we say, oh, this is rubbish? It is commercial because it's got sponsors. It is rubbish because there's a Bollywood judge. It is crap because, so much money being spent, and we don't like it because it is inane, it's just singing. No, I think it's important to have platforms for youngsters to, and this is not only for cricket I speak for football, for hockey, for badminton, and for chess. You need to have platforms where youngsters become famous in our own country before we get to applaud them, finding out, अरे वो बिंद्रा वहाँ पे गोल्ड मेडल जीत गया, कहाँ काम करता था, चलो अब उसके घर में चल के पता करते हैं उसकी मम्मी डैडी को कैसा लगता है, अभी जाके मिस्टर विश्वनाथ आनंद से बात करते हैं और पता करते हैं. There should have been people who are giving them platforms to these young people that we already know them. They're already people that we know will go and inshallah achieve something. So there are wonderful things in IPL, and a behavior of one or two incidents you can find in every big organization. I don't think parties should be looked down upon. Yes, if one gentleman or one lady or somebody misbehaves somewhere, they don't stand for the organization. Like I said before, if you misbehave, it doesn't stand for your organization. It stands for just you. So if I misbehave somewhere, it does not stand for Bollywood. It just behaves, it stands for my ill behavior or my good behavior. So you have to take it like that. And I just think every year they talk.
What about this year particularly? One has noticed that there's been a lot of scathing criticism from the MPs themselves. They have spoken about the issue in the parliament. They've come out and spoken to the media. If you were to tell them something or say something to them, what would you really want to tell them?
I think every criticism for an organization should have some kind of constructiveness to it. So if there is a constructive criticism, please go ahead, and you are the ones who run the country, you are in the parliament. But to have a criticism that Bollywood should not be in cricket, then they should not be in the parliament. They should not be allowed in a function. You can't. I think somewhere down the line the Indian film industry itself speaks for India at large outside also. It's not something that is the only industry is iron and steel or bauxite. We also do, and you cover Cannes beautifully because our Indian beautiful young ladies and boys are there and, representing India. So I think it's important that I think we should not look down upon privatization of sports or any other aspect. But because always when privatization happens, there are going to be issues about control. You're in the parliament. BCCI, I think, is a big governing body. I think you have amazing people heading the IPL. You have Mr. Srinivasan, you have Rajiv Shuklaji, you have Sundar. Before that also you had some wonderful people. It's a good thing that has been started. If there are some rules and regulations that you really feel should be brought to the fore, I've heard Mr. Kirti Azad speak, and he's a cricketer. And if he does feel, I think constructively he should go and do it. I mean, he spoke very well for me, so I thank him. And people like him who know cricket and who are in the parliament, I think it's a great combination. If they are able to bring about some change in a constructive manner, and they will, I'm sure. They will. They have suggestions. They will have reasoning because they love the sport. And anyone who loves the sport will know that, at the end of it all, if a few things can be corrected for the longevity of the same and for it going into other sports, it's important to correct it now. But just, so I don't include him in this conversation, but I heard some other people speaking, just off the cuff and saying things. I think, they just say it so that it kind of gets them some TV coverage, and you guys are responsible for giving them that coverage.
Well, we basically just talk about the issue that is very, topic of the day. Wanted to ask you, yesterday at the press conference, you spoke about how, your kids had to reason with you after the MC incident that happened. When you look back at that incident, the fact that your kids spoke to you about it, is there anything that you think that you're not going to do, or a lesson learned? Is there anything like that?
I'm too old to learn lessons now. The only thing I can say about myself is that I'm the only father who behaves even more childishly than his own children. So my children have to give me lectures, and I think representing, it's very embarrassing for, I was just thinking when I came back, if my father was to behave like this in front of my friends, I would be highly embarrassed. My children are very well educated and very well brought up. They didn't say anything to me, but I know it's embarrassing, so I'm apologized to them and all the children who were with me. I'd just gone to pick up the kids. I have nothing, I have not taken a stand against an association, but an individual who does not represent the association, even though he's part of it. If he speaks in a manner which I think is not befitting, I reacted. And I think it's not right for me to react publicly, because now people claim I'm a role model and a public figure, which I'm not. I don't play any roles in real life. I just think it was wrong for him to say it. But if it was against, say, you, and your organization decided that, listen, next time we will not talk to Shah Rukh at all, nobody from our organization will talk, and I think I respect that completely. My stand is not against an organization. It's against an individual who happens to be, perhaps. I don't even know. I don't recognize him anymore. Having said that, yeah, maybe I should lessen public appearances if I don't know how to behave in public, or if I want to behave like this and I'm a public figure, I should take them into a public toilet, close the door, and then behave the way I want to, so that you guys don't cover it. But as an actor, as a person who hopes that whatever or whenever I come on screen as an actor, I bring happiness to everyone. I do a cartwheel so that 1 lakh people get happy. I dance chamak chalo because people should get happy. I like to give that. I want to bring smiles. I don't think standing there abusing the way I did is a behavior. I don't do a film in which there is an abuse, because I think my children won't like it. So it's really shameful that I could do this in front of them. I'm sure they know I can abuse, but I think it's very shameful for me to have to done that. So I should be a little more, like my daughter said, have a little more patience. And if I go out and if somebody out of 10 people, 9 people say good things and 1 says a bad thing, I should feel that the 9 is more hearable and reactable to than the 1.
Sure. There's been, after this entire incident that happened, a lot of articles that came online, leading websites and stuff. They quoted brand managers and stuff, saying that, how this is like, like Shah Rukh Khan's meltdown happening, why is he being like this? Now that all of this is in the past, you have had a win, you've been able to, explain your point of view. Would there be anything that you'd want to tell out to people who are actually suggesting all of this?
No, I don't think so. I come from a lower middle class background, and I came here, and there were 2 principles that I led. One, that I'll work very hard. I'm an educated boy. I'm very well brought up. I'm very proud of where I come from. I may have issues because I lost my parents early, but I've overcome all of them. I look after my family well, and I think I entertain very well. I stand for this country and the entertainment that it brings, one of the small little bits and pieces of that. And there will always be issues that will be raised with me, because for a couple of reasons, and I understand that I speak my mind. I'm a bit anti-establishment. I'm someone who does not believe in perceptions. I'm someone who speaks his heart and mind, and I don't stand for or take. I cannot be fakely humble because I'm a public figure. I will never be playing a role model. I would like youngsters to know this, that you can be from wherever you are, like I am, and be yourself. And most of the time, being myself means being happy. So I'm not going to let anyone, a brand manager, take away the happiness that belongs to me. First, I don't like talking about myself in the third person, but the image that I am, because of the films that I've chosen to do in the last 20 years, is my master. I work for it, but I'm not that. And I have never maintained that. I never behave like a star in a public place. You know me for years. You can see me on the road. I'll stop, I'll chat with you, I'll look after the girls who are hanging with you. I will talk to you like my colleague. So if people have things to say, especially online, because online you can say anything, and if they have some issues and meltdown and analysis, I would put it down to just pop psychology of people who have nothing better to do. And some people talk about the brand. I've never believed I'm a brand. I've believed I'm a human being. And I think I would like to even believe this, that whatever I have, the flawed human qualities that I have make me. And I'm very, very proud of my flaws. I'm more proud of my flaws than I'm proud of my achievements, because my achievements are professional, which come because of 100 or 200 people who work with me to make me look good. My flaws my personality. And none of them, I can assure you, are life-threatening, dangerous, mean, cheap, uneducated, vulgar, deceitful, or dishonest. And as long as they're not that, I'm very proud of my flaws. And I would like to tell you, perfection is a misnomer. You'll never be perfect. So be human, be flawed, and actually be extremely happy. And if you, and I say this to everyone who sometimes I feel make an appearance by discussing me in the negative, God bless you too. You know, I mean, it's all right if it takes some people to look at someone who's sometimes I feel they're the symbol of my hurt, because I want to please everyone. I want everyone to be happy when they see me, whether it's by doing cartwheels or doing Chak De India or Swades or Om Shanti or Filmfare Awards, whatever. I'd like people just to be happy when they see me. Maybe sometimes I begin to feel that I am a symbol of hurt of some people too, because they can't be what I do. They can't spread their arms in the middle of 1,000 people and make them smile. You know, I can stand on the road just now, come out with you and dance. And yeah, they can say it's inappropriate for someone of Shah Rukh Khan's status to do this. It does not become him. I want to tell them, I'm the one who takes that status much less seriously than they do. Don't give me so much importance by talking about my meltdown and my crisis and my problems, because I don't give Shah Rukh Khan so much importance. He's just an image. I give myself a lot of importance. And unfortunately, they don't know me. If they knew me, they'll know how to be happy.
Last couple of questions. Do we see you at IFA this year?
No, I'm not going to IFA. It always comes in the time of my kids' holidays.
So last year also it was like that.
Yeah, I have to fly in and then I have to go back. So no, I won't be at IFA unfortunately. But I wish everyone who's participating and everybody who wins and loses, congratulations and have a great time in IFA. But it always is at the time of my holidays with the family. So I won't be at IFA.
But this time I believe you're shooting for Yashi's film in London. Is it?
Yeah, I'm shooting. I'm shooting till the kids join me. Then I get a few days break. Then I shoot a little more. But yeah, more or less I'm finishing the stuff in London and I'll be there with the kids.
And how has it really been with Katrina and Anushka? One has been your protege and the other one you've really seen grow from being just a foreigner who came to India and made it really big in the industry.
No, don't say they're my prodigies or something. Yeah,
Anushka, of course.
No, I think
she always tells us that, with Shah Rukh, it's almost like a mentor. I'm repeating her words.
It's very sweet that they say that or she said that, but I think personally, having worked with her in Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi, it was fantastic. And now with Katrina, for me it's very interesting to work with new actors who have a different way of looking at things. And they're both very pleasant and they're both very gentle. That's the one quality I noticed in Katrina and Anushka when I was working with them. I now shot a bit with Anushka and Katrina shot a bit in London. And there's a lot of gentleness, there's a lot of goodness. And they're fun, they're young and fun. And what I like about them is, I don't know if they get angry for me saying that because they come from a different background and maybe, I don't know, I presume they might have seen me while they were growing up or, what happens is, strangely, they have this gentle audacity to tell me, you know what, you're not doing it well, let's do it like this and all. Which normally, I like this fact that they respect me. And they are very kind to me, but somewhere they're like, when I see my kids, they're like this, that they're all right with saying, this is not turning out good. My family is the biggest, not my critic. This doesn't look good. They say it with the honesty that they feel. So when I work with Katrina and I work with Anushka, I find that honesty, which is very refreshing, which is fantastic. And with all the other young girls also, when I worked with Deepika and PC, they just are so honest. And they say it, because I think they genuinely enjoy the fact they're working with me. And they feel that because we enjoy it, we can say it. So it's really been a wonderful thing. I look forward to it. I think they're not shooting with me for some days. I'm shooting alone when I start the shooting day after. But I look forward to being with them. And it's just going to be a hopefully wonderful Mr. Yash Chopra film and Adi Chopra film. And I'm really happy doing this film because it's very relaxing. It's nice to be doing a love story after some time.
Also, it's almost 2 decades of working with Yash because 93 Dar came, I believe.
Yeah, actually, we've done the maximum films together.
He's only acted with you. I mean, he's only directed you ever since you came on the horizon.
Yeah, and he still spoils me. Just now I got a message from him. He was flying. He said, "So wonderful to read that you're happy. Come quickly to London and we'll spread more happiness." You know, he's from the heart. Mr. Yash Chopra is from the heart. He may not come across as a director that we nowadays see in public. People who talk about film, cinema, but he comes from the heart. When I sit with these young girls, they were talking to me one day and I said, do you notice the difference? Because they work with a lot of young directors and they're wonderful directors. I've worked with them and they were saying, he's like that, she's like that, da, da, da. And I said, look at this man, he just stands there and he puts heart in his film. And he's 70 plus maybe, and he just puts his heart, looks like a 17-year-old man, a boy, who's just wanting to love and shower love, and it's so nice. And then suddenly they started seeing like that. They say, there's so much love when he's making. He's so excited, and he's so happy with the storytelling, and that is contagious on the sets. So I'm really looking forward to go and spread some love and happiness with Yashji and Katrina, Anushka, Adi, and who else is there? Vaibhavi will be there. I think it'll be good fun.
Last question. Do we see you after this in Chennai Express or Happy New Year?
I think we start shooting Chennai a little earlier than Happy New Year. We're still casting both the films and doing the recce and the sets. And yeah, so inshallah. But I'm taking a couple of month break because I think the way SG's film schedule is, I need to take a month off in between and spend some time after the film is ready. So yeah, Chennai will start. And I want to do that. I like to finish one film now. Take a month off, month and a half off, then get into Chennai, and then 2 or 3 months into Chennai, I think we're going to Happy New Year.
Thank you so much, Shah Rukh. That's a heartfelt interview. Thank you very much. That was Shah Rukh Khan, extremely heartfelt, and yes, for him, the win really doesn't matter. What really matters is that you need to be honest to yourself at the end of the day, and that is where he comes from. This is Lara Singh with Campuson Raji Namdar for Headlines 2.